Number one, I ride dirt bikes because it's hard. It's literally the biggest reason I want to do it. Riding these things is difficult and I don't want it any easier. I want it to be hard. It's physically hard, it's mentally hard, it's frustrating, it's humbling, it's scary. It is hard. You get worn out physically, you get worn out mentally, you get frustrated. It puts you in situations that make you really uncomfortable. I'll get back to that. But it puts you in all these places where it's like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. And it forces you to actually grow. It forces you to actually look at what you're doing with your life, look at what your body position is, look at what your speed is, and try to manipulate a bunch of different controls, brake, throttle, clutch, all these things, all at the same time, all while the terrain is coming at you, sometimes very, very fast, and make 1,000 decisions a second. It is hard. And the more that you ride, the more you realize there's always an extra level to get to, and it continues. The difficulty of motorcycles doesn't get easier as you go, because as your ability to ride the thing increases and as you become more efficient on the bike, there's always another obstacle, there's always another level. And so this is hard, and it makes me sharp mentally, and it keeps me humble, and it just teaches me to do hard things, like do hard things. This is the whole reason why I'm riding motorcycles, and I love it.
Hey, real quick, the sponsor of today's video is the Lookover app. This is a maintenance and tracking app, and this is the best app that I have found for any of this stuff. I've been using it for a few months, and you can track dirt bikes in here, trucks, cars, lawnmowers, anything you want. You never have to wonder about when's the last time I did a top end. And if you're anything like me, you probably have these service records kind of spread throughout the shop, maybe on pieces of paper. We're going to organize that all now inside of this app. This thing is feature rich. I've seen a lot of these apps, and this is the very best one I've seen. It's been created by an off-road rider, off-road dirt bike rider in Montana. His name is Derek. I've talked to him several times. And the first 100 riders to sign up for this thing are going to get 3 months of the pro version for free. Go to lookover.app/dirtbikechannel. I've got the links down in the description.
The dirt bike is honest for your preparation. It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if you're malnourished. It doesn't care if you're unprepared. You go out on dirt bike and it will give you the honest truth. If you go out to a motocross track and you don't have enough speed for a jump or whatever, it's going to be honest with you, and you're going to have immediate feedback right now and be like, oh, dude, I wasn't prepared for that. If you come too fast into a corner and you blow the corner and go out into a tree or into a river or whatever, it's gonna be dead honest with you. It does not lie to you at all. You get in the situations that you're put into in motorcycles, whether it's on a motocross track or whether it's on a gnarly trail, this bike is gonna be honest about, are you prepared enough? Is your bike well maintained enough? Like, it's just, there's no fudging this stuff. You get out in these situations in the real world and you find out how good a shape you're in, what your level is on riding, how well the bike is maintained. Nothing lies to you. This thing will tell you the truth every time. Here's a section that's been kicking my butt for weeks, or here's a section on a motocross track that I haven't been able to do. And then finally, when you clean that section, when you do it perfectly, that's also honest. Like there's no way to like sugarcoat it. The bike and the situations that you put yourself in are going to tell you a lot about yourself, a lot about your capabilities, and no one can tell you anything otherwise. It's like, did you do it or did you not? The bike is honest, and that level of satisfaction and that level of realism is really special. The fourth reason I love dirt bikes is it teaches me to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And I think this is a life skill. So many of the times that I've been riding dirt bikes, I've been incredibly uncomfortable. Maybe it's because I'm too hot. Maybe it's because I don't like the boots. Maybe I don't like the helmet. Oftentimes it's the terrain that's coming up. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so scary, and it gets me uncomfortable. But you get used, you get this thing where you get comfortable being uncomfortable. Fifth reason why I love dirt bikes is it keeps me humble. And this is really happening to me right now. What'll happen is like, you'll get a little bit of skill and your level will come up, and then boom, you will hit the deck. The bike is honest, like I said before, and it will show you, it will be totally honest with you when you're riding beyond your skill level and you're gonna crash, or you're gonna have a tip over, or there's gonna be an obstacle that like you used to be able to hit, you used to be able to do, and then today, you just couldn't do it. You didn't have it. You didn't have the right body position, or your skills have just kind of regressed. In my case, like I haven't been riding as much. I haven't been riding as much technical terrain, and you come up to an obstacle and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't dare hit it. It humbles you. Or there's an obstacle where you're like, hey, I used to hit that 2 years ago, and now I don't think I can hit it. And that keeps you humble. And I think that's a good feature of this. It helps you to know like, hey, dude, you're not the biggest bad A in the world. And that like, humility, I think, is a good thing for us. I think it helps us stay grounded in our life. I think it helps us to just know that, like, we're not a superhero. And bikes humble me all the time. And it's good to have I think it's good to have your, like, self-confidence raised, which is another thing that happens with dirt bikes, but also not get too high, because when you get too high, it will humble you again. You'll blow a corner, you'll crash. Like, there were so many times I've crashed, like it was a year and a half ago. I don't even know what happened. I was going along with my boys. We were coming back from a ride, and boom, next thing I know, I'm on the ground waking up. I got concussed. I knocked myself out, and it's like, dude, you can get humbled at any time, and the bikes are gonna do that for you. Number 6 reason I love dirt bikes is it isn't all about speed. It's one of the misconceptions that a lot of people outside our sport have, is that dirt biking is all about going fast. And I have found it is not that for me. Dirt bikes are about exploration. Dirt bikes are about going places I've never been. Dirt bikes are about showing me things, areas that I've never seen before. So it's not about the speed that I'm going. Some of the rides are gonna be 10 miles an hour, where some of them are gonna be 30, 40 miles an hour. And there's a lot of mix in there. And like, because I'm not always going like a bat out of hell, I haven't had a lot of injuries in this thing. Like, I've done a couple of knees, but neither one had anything to do with speed. One of my knees was running in the park. And the worst injury that I've had, I tore an ACL at 0 miles an hour on a trials bike, tipping over. I broke a pinky once when the bike was tipping over on me, but none of these things happened at speed. And so many of the things that have been really rewarding to me are just exploring and like getting better at going slow and going through tricky sections, or just learning how to corner better in second gear. And so it isn't about blazing speed, and it's one of the best things, because as we age, our bodies don't recover as fast. And so you don't have to be going 5th gear pinned. So much of the benefit and so much of the enjoyment for motorcycles can come at a slower speed. And I love that. Number 7 reason I love dirt bikes is that it lets me experience things totally differently. I've been an outdoor person all of my life. I've gone to like some of the most beautiful places ever. I've camped. But when you're dirt biking, you experience it in a totally different way. You can move through terrain so much faster that it just allows you to compress all of these things into like one thing. Like on a dirt bike, you can literally go in 45 minutes on a dirt bike. That can be like an 8-hour hike or a 4-hour, horse ride or something like this. And you get to compress it down in like 45 minutes. And it has allowed me to like go to the areas which I've been before and experience it in a whole different way. You see different things, you smell different things, and you get to experience life at a whole different like level when you're riding a motorcycle and you're moving through terrain, you're moving through space. It's hard to describe, but it just allows me to experience the outdoors and experience myself and my relationship with nature in a totally different way than I experienced before. Yes, I've done hiking, I've shot guns, I've done camping, I've done all of these things, but dirt bikes let me experience the world in a different way. And if you've done dirt biking very much, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Number 8 reason I like dirt bikes is just taking care of the machine. There's a level of satisfaction and a level of accountability that comes with taking care of the machine. After a ride, I go through, I wash the bike, I make sure that I don't have any loose bolts. If I've broken anything or if I've bent anything, I'll go through and I'll fix that and I'll maintain that and I'll make sure that my bike is in top working order. And that gives me a satisfaction and a confidence to go out on the next ride that doesn't come from really any way else. I've told people a lot of times, like, if you're gonna get into dirt bikes, you're gonna have to buy a tool set, and you're either gonna get used to like working with your hands and fixing things and maintaining things on your bike, or you probably won't stay in it that long. And that level of accountability and workmanship and just taking pride in your machine, I think that's a whole other side to this thing. It makes you more comfortable just like working on cars. Like, once you start working on dirt bikes, you end up like, oh, I'm gonna change the oil on my car. Oh, I'm gonna do my brakes on my car. We've been able to do so many things on like my kids' vehicles and stuff because I've gained the confidence to like, oh, I know how to jet a carburetor. Oh, I know how to tune this. Oh, I know how to replace brakes. I know how to like, pack a wheel bearing. There's all of these skills that you're learning through the bike that's giving you all this other confidence to tackle other things in your life with machines and cars and trucks and all this stuff. And that's given me so much more confidence to take into other areas of my life. Number 9 reason I love dirt bikes is it gives me a sense of control. I am in control of most of the things that happen with dirt bikes. I'm in control of my speed. I'm in control of my brakes. I'm in control of what trails I go on. I'm in control of how fast things come at me. I'm in control of my fitness. I'm in control of my strength. I'm in control of my body position on the motorcycle. There's so many things that I can control in a world where I feel like so many things are out of my control. I can't control politics. I can't control like some of the stuff with finances. I can't control some of the things that happen with relationships and kids. But when I'm on the bike, I'm present. I'm in control of how well my tires are. I'm in control of how well the bike is maintained. And I get to be the master of this little domain inside of dirt bikes. And I know it sounds like a weird thing, but I like that control in a world of chaos. The world is chaos. But inside of this little world, I can control my outcomes, and I love that.